Okay, how's it going, AIM Media Teamers? Welcome to this video. And in this tutorial video, I just kind of want to show you guys the basic idea or like the basic understanding of ProPresenter 7 and how it is compared to PowerPoints. So first, we're just going to take a look at the basic stuff here in this first tutorial video. So I just want you guys to first thing that I want you guys to have, and of course, like y'all need to have the ProPresenter 7. So what you can do if you don't have the ProPresenter 7, you can actually just go to the website and click the download button. If this is the website, and then click the download button right here, and this stuff is going to pop out, and you can just download the ProPresenter for whatever your operation system is. So if you guys don't know the website, it's renewedvision.com. But anyway, it's going to be provided on the description down below. So check it out if you guys don't have it. And next, let's assume that y'all already have the ProPresenter 7. And what y'all want to do right now is, of course, to open your ProPresenter 7. So let's take a look at it. Boom. So now we're in our ProPresenter 7. You guys might want to take a look at this. And this might seem pretty overwhelming to begin first time you guys see this, because you guys might be like, oh, this is too much, I don't know what to do, I want to quit, like yada 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 yada. But no, it's all right. So the whole idea about the ProPresenter 7 itself, like, it's actually similar to the PowerPoint. No, it's like PowerPoint, but it's at a whole different scale. So how's that? Let me tell you this. So three stuff that y'all need to understand for the first time in ProPresenter 7 is that if y'all take a look at it here, like we have library right here and we have playlist right here. So we got library, playlist, and what are those stuff? So we're going to take a look at them one by one for sure. So library first, this is like default. In ProPresenter 7, you can make presentation just like PowerPoints. So I mean, that's pretty much the whole idea of it. Like, it's to make PowerPoints, like presentation file. So library is where all the presentation file that you've made or you've exported is stored. So and how do we start the new presentation file? So if we want to make a new presentation file, let's say here, new presentation file right here. So we got a y'all get a plus button right here. Just click it, new presentation, and then a new file name. So this is going to be the name of our presentation file. So let's just call it like the let's call it presentation 1. Presentation 1. And then we get to decide the theme, what we have, and then the size, like the resolution. I would recommend us to stick to 1081 because that's going to be the resolution that AIM used. And theme is going to be like, we have a whole bunch of stuff here. They have it for countdown, lyric styles like black boxed, and a whole bunch of kind of style for lyrics. Lines, we have this. So let's a whole bunch of stuff. You get the idea. So let's say we just want to go with the, this one, 2 lines. Okay, so we're gonna go with this 2 lines, and then in the library. So you see, that's like I said before, library. This is where you're gonna. So you get to decide which library do you want to store this presentation file into. So let's just because right now we don't have any library. You only got default library, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, we click, we're good to go. We click new, boom. So if you guys go to library, right inside the default library, we have our presentation 1. This is our presentation 1. So this is where it's gonna get similar like PowerPoints. So you got this presentation 1. What you want to work on it, because it only has 1 slide. So what you got to do, you see these buttons right here. Right now we're at the show mode right now. So we're going to go to edit mode, but we're going to go to edit mode. First, make sure that we're clicking this presentation 1, and then we go to edit mode. Boom. Now, looks more familiar, folks. Now from here, it's pretty much just like PowerPoint. So you got the slide 1 right here, and you go click this, like add new slides. You can add new slides. This is going to be like, the new slide's going to be blank. And here, like, you can make a text, put another text right here, and then like, let's call it test 1 right here, and then we get to move it, just like test 2. So that's going to be the second slide, and let's say we want another slide. So we can click new again, just click new, but then we don't have to start with a blank page. We can just like choose the themes that we want. Let's say for the 3rd slide, I want this theme, just like countdown, game timer, like whatever, So that's going to be the 3rd slide, and then the 4th slide. lines, white text vertical lines. Let's see. Yeah. So this is gonna be the blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's all I want. And now let's say like if you want to edit the text, like you click the text on the slides that you want to edit, and of course, and then you see on the right side right here, we get to edit the text, and then there's a whole bunch of tabs for this, and then like a regular bold, and then the size, and then the colors, and then you can also have like if you click this gear button right here, and then you get to decide it. You can edit it in much more detailed way. Capitalization, you can just like none, or like just only for title case or start case, like or like none, and all those stuff. And then you can also like shape, and then you can kind of fill it, make it kind of like box, just like PowerPoint's pretty much, guys. So, but what makes it different than PowerPoint now? Now, this is where we can see that the scale in ProPresenter is actually much bigger than the PowerPoints. So let's say in this presentation one, you got this 4 slides, right? And this presentation one. And then let's say we want to make another presentation. So we got another presentation. Let's call this presentation 2. And then just go with the same theme, and then we'll click new again. Now we got presentation 2, and then we go edit mode again, and then now let's say we work on the presentation 2, and then add new slides, and countdown, boom, and then like stock, whatever that is, like boom, like oh man, this is so cool. So let's see, we're done with presentation 2. So now we got these 2 presentation files right here. If we go to library default, we got presentation 1 and we got presentation 2. So what's the point of doing this 2? Let's take a look at back then. When we used PowerPoint back then, let's say if in a week, like we just want to kind of like separate the jobs, like we don't want one person to work on everything, like the slides for everything, like so we want, like, let's say in this week I was going to work for the slides for song 1 and song 2 and song 3, let's say, and then another person's going to work on the slides for sermons, And then at the end of the day, on Saturday or maybe on Sunday morning, like we're just gonna compile it all up together. Like I'm going to bring my file, my PPTX file, and that person's going to bring his PPTX file, and then we're just gonna copy. Let's say like I'm just gonna copy all the slides in my PPTX file, like the slides of all the 3 songs that I've made, and then I'm just gonna copy it and then paste it into another PPTX file, together with the sermon. So that's how we compile up stuff together back then with PowerPoints. But it doesn't work like that with ProPresenter. So you see, this is the difference. Let's say this presentation 1 this week was made by somebody else, by a person named A, and then this presentation 2 was made by me, and then we're going to have to copy all slides here, make it in the same presentation file with all these slides. Like we want to compile them all up together. So how we're going to do that, I'm not just gonna like copy all these slides here and then paste it in presentation 2, though I can do that, but that's not really how it works. Like you're not making the most of it. So how we compile it all up together, well, that is when this playlist file right here take the role. So you go to playlist here. Let's say this two presentation files, we're going to use it for this coming Sunday. So let's just make a playlist for new playlist coming Sunday. Boom. So we got this coming Sunday, and we go back to the library. We got all these 2 presentation file, and we just like drag them all up and then copy them, move them into coming Sunday. So if you open coming Sunday, we got these 2 presentation here. So you see, boom. So if we click it inside the coming Sunday, I click presentation 1, and then you can see right here, folks, we got this presentation 1 and this presentation 2. So it seems like they're all in one presentation file, but no, they're not. Like they're still separated presentation files, but they're just compiled up in one playlist. So that's how ProPresenter 7 works, folks. So if you guys want to take a look at this, we can go to we can open our OneDrive So let's say we go to open our OneDrive, and then we go to AIM songs. No, sorry, my bad. So let's go to OneDrive, and then we go to Sunday service. We go to 2020 June, and then the 14th, the last week one, and then we got this AIM Pro playlist. So this is the playlist, folks. So you go back here, let's see, this coming Sunday we got these 2 presentation files, and then we're done with it. And then we just want to upload. All you gotta need to do is just you just gotta export this presentation file and put it in our OneDrive. And later on, you can come to the church in Sunday morning, use our Mac, and then just download the presentation, like the playlist file, to our Mac, and then just like open that playlist file, and it's all going to be here, folks. So that's how it works. So that's why if you go to OneDrive right here, our OneDrive, we got this playlist right here. So we download it. Let's say we want to download it, and then we open it. And we opened it. It's going to automatically open ProPresenter 7, but boom, the playlist is already here. And when you click it, it has all the songs and all the slides, like all the presentation file. It has a presentation file for invocation, where we got the invocation right here, and we got like King of Kings right here, and we have the For Forever, and From the Inside Out, and everything. So it's all like that, folks. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And if you go to library here, like you see, because we've just downloaded this playlist, so all the presentation files in this playlist, like they're all automatically stored in our library. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, so that's pretty much the basic understandings of ProPresenter 7, folks, and I hope y'all can get to understand this program a little bit more, and get less overwhelmed. And yeah, and in the next tutorial video, we're going to learn more about how to make presentation files for songs and for sermons and invocation and all that. But until then, stay safe, folks, and God bless y'all.